The rule of thumb when trying to invest in property, or even just buy property, is the fact that you want to be able to protect your capital as much as possible. In a worst case scenario, you should at least be able to get what you've put in as against losing everything and being at a minus. You don't want to get caught in an investment or a property purchase not knowing whether you're going to even get the property or get your money back. Because property is what it is, once you have paid or you've bought a property, that's it. You're in that journey, you're in that space. So if whatever you're doing does not ensure that you can at least get a refund, then it's not necessarily going to be a good choice for you. Also, I think, and so I tell my clients all the time, buying a home is probably going to be one of the most expensive cash outlays that you will make. So you always want to make sure that it is as fulfilling, rewarding, and enjoyable as the case may be. My name is Lerato Lekena-Okoro, and I help people own homes, but the most exciting part of my work is in helping people to create wealth out of the properties or investments in real estate that they tend to make. Been in real estate since 2013. I started my business by selling lands to people that were interested in land banking or just investing in property, as the case may be. I've grown through the years to being able to help people find the homes that they want, sell homes to people, sell real estate investments that help people to create wealth. And to be honest, this has been the most interesting or most exciting part of my journey thus far in helping people to ensure that their investments gain value. So today I'm going to talk about the process of owning a home, how you can go about it, how you should go about it, the things to look out for, things not to get caught up with, what to do in terms of protecting your capital so that when you do get started on that journey, you don't get caught with your pants down. If you haven't already, now would be a very good time for you to please subscribe to the channel, especially if you're interested in real estate matters or investment matters as regards to real estate. And if you do hit the notifications bell, just know that you will be one of the first people to be notified when a new video is about to drop or has dropped. When working with clients, my advice is if you're going to buy a property, you should look out for things that work for you. Look for options that work for you. Look for options that fit into your lifestyle. Because a home is going to be your biggest expense ever, you have to look for something that works. If you don't get something that works, is functional, or you just get something that's like a prop, then you will be looking for a new home very quickly. Now, there's nothing wrong in needing or wanting to change a home, as the case may be. But what happens in the instance that you can't change a home at the time when you want to? You never want to be stuck in a home that you don't like or enjoy being within. If you're buying a home, apart from all of these things, you also want to be able to state categorically that your property is going to give you value. Now, I say value because even though the home is yours, you want a situation where in a few years' time, you can actually make some money, profits, capital gains, or a value appreciation on your home. You'd never want to be in a situation where you are going to lose out on the money that you've put in, the time that you've been there, and the capital value or the gains that you would enjoy in the environment that your house or home has been. The next thing that I'll advise that you look out for when you're buying a property would be the title. that should even be one of the most important things that you look out for, maybe if when you're doing the due diligence, because a lot of us have homes or have property that we think is ours, but is legally not ours. If, for example, a financial institution or even just an authority should try to do a verification on a property asset that you give up and say that you own this property, sometimes they come back as being null in the sense that the title, the papers, the documentation that shows that this property exists aren't in your name. They're not even linked to you whatsoever. And I talk about these issues of titling and ownership in another video. So maybe I'll post the link to that somewhere in the caption and you can look out for it. But titling, due diligence is something that you need to be able to work on with your property, because if you don't own the property legally, then in the instance that there's going to be a suit or a contest of sorts where somebody else can come back and say, oh, that they own the land or they own the property and they have legal rights to it, you will lose. And trust me, those things happen. So you don't want to do that, because at that point in time, you're either going to give up the property or you're going to have to pay for it all over again. Now, the third thing when you're looking out for a home is not to buy a home that is out of your budget. We all understand the fact that a home can be something that you aspire to. You can want to be able to get something that you really like and work harder to be able to make the payments on it. But if a home is way out of your budget, that it is strangling what should be your expenses or even just how you live, then it becomes a liability. Because if something happens to take you off track where you currently are financially, then it is definitely going to be a burden and you will have challenges doing that. Not sure what your financial status may be before that point in time or with that situation. If you've taken a mortgage, for example, then you would also be at risk. So as much as possible, try to stay within or around a budget that is at least comfortable for what it is that you can afford at any given point in time. If you're watching this video for the first time, you probably have never heard about me before, or you just come across this and you're wondering, who is this? My name is Lerato. I'm a real estate broker, agent, and property investor in Lagos, Nigeria. I help people to own homes. I help people to understand the real estate investing processes, journey, and I essentially help people to achieve their goals of real estate investing and creating wealth.